Now, as you plainly see, we are coming to you from our old home, which is the Albarrio M&N Firehouse Studios, where we first started the Spotlight 5 years ago before moving to our new big home that's down south from here. And if anybody's curious of how it all started back in 2017, you're in for a real good treat, exclusive treat. But before we do, I got to mention that Via's not with us apparently, but we got Emily Duboulet filling in here. It's nice to see you again.
Thank you, David. Pleasure to be here at the Spotlight once again.
Yes, here. So, I want to give you all a good treat of how this show started 5 years ago. So take a look. This is for y'all here.
Can't wait.
We are here at M&N's Albarrio Firehouse Community Media Center, where 5 years ago, this is where the Spotlight first began. And luckily, we're giving you all an exclusive look upstairs at the third floor of what was once known as the Youth Media Center, where the Spotlight first began 5 years ago. Let's take a look at that. So here is the George C. Sterling Community Media Studio, where we first taped the show 5 years ago. And it gives me a blessing to take you upstairs to the Youth Media Center, which is located on the third floor, but has changed. See you there. Here we are. This is where it all began 5 years ago. This is the Youth Media Center where the Spotlight first began 5 years ago in 2017 of January. So there has been some changes we see here that has been made, but all the computers, as you see, were all lined up. We went all the way around, and in the middle was like a little meeting table where we discuss production meetings and have a plan of creating shows and what we want to have on for any upcoming episode that we have. This was the place where it all started 5 years ago. So here in this area, this is the area where many interviews and projects took place. And this was also the area where the ongoing YC Weeklies also took place, right in this area.
So they were all sort of curious as to what my preferences were, which is understandable because everybody's always curious about me.
Always be a good citizen and help others in need in any way you can. Even a little help can go a long way. Are you okay?
So did you know that the Youth Media Center that was part of the Youth Channel was also part of an internship project for young people between the ages of 14 to 24, or sometimes 16 to 24 depending on age range. But this is where all the production, flyers, updates, and everything else. So these people that you see there on the wall are like the media interns, or I should say alumni interns, that have worked at the Youth Channel for the past few years before it ended, back before COVID hit. Now I'll tell you one thing, they're still welcome to join the show and be a part of it here. So if you see your name on the list, we're sending an invitation to you to come to our show and have fun with us. So right where I'm standing, and I could be sitting as well right here, but this is the area where my computer that I always go to would be there, and I would sit and do my editing and everything else here for every show of Spotlight back from our first season here. But everything was just so comfortable, so relaxing, where it made me focus a lot. But this was where it all began, and I was so blessed to have a good show and continue to do that and everything else that we've done over the years that we've been on air. So everything that you see here now, which is on here on the third floor, the Eminent Alberta Fires and Media Center, this was once known as the Youth Media Center. It has now transformed into Eminent's Media Education class, where anyone from any age can take classes here to learn about media, television production, and a whole lot more of other varieties here at Eminent.
And ladies and gentlemen, look at this at where we are now. And then as you see, well, you hear these are our mugs that were original mugs from 5 years ago, and I'm like, wow. I can't believe it for sure.
I hope the water's not from 5 years ago.
Well, it is. I just tasted
Oh,
it.
no.
It's tasted
Oh,
awful
gosh.
and warm. It was from 5 years ago. It was, oh my goodness. But
You're not going to have me back after you kill me with this water.
Listen, you okay, all right? You all right.
All right.
But look, it's been 5 years, and as you see, I also want to point out that this was my original wardrobe from 5 years ago, where I wore all black, and these were the seats were not seeing. We had like these rolling chairs, basically, and it was like I couldn't tell what was going on, but this is how it was when on the very first show I did this here. So, just so you know, this is my original wardrobe that I wore 5 years ago from the very first episode of the show.
Wow. Happy anniversary. Happy 5 years.
I can't believe it. Don't make me so old, Emily, okay? Listen, on that exclusive note, we'll be back, okay?